This video is about how to move a UltraPort HL7 product license from one computer to another. Now this only applies to the UltraPort HL7 TCP/IP listener, router, SQL schema engine, and the Postmaster. The UltraPort HL7 notepad and the .NET components uses a slightly different set of steps, which we'll handle in another video. Now before you begin, you must have already installed the UltraPort software on the new server, the one that you want to move the license to. Also, you're going to need our HL7 License Manager software, which you would typically install on your computer or laptop in your office. So, for the before you begin steps, I'm going to be doing this all on one computer just for the purposes of demonstration. We're going to be using the UltraPort HL7 listener as the product that we want to move a license for. So here I have installed the UltraPort HL7 listener on this new computer. Next, if you don't have our HL7 License Manager software, you just go to our website, hermitechnz.com, get in and get to the main products page, scroll down toward the bottom. It's right here, HL7 License Manager. That's a direct link to download the software. You can also find links to download the software in all of the user manuals, all of the online help for all of our products. When you install the License Manager, it's going to put a shortcut on your desktop that looks like this. Let's continue. So for step one, on the new server, you're going to use the unlicensed product to create an activation request and transfer that file or the clipboard, if it's on the clipboard, to your computer where you're running the HL7 License Manager software. So let's do that. Step one. Just open up the UltraPort product. We're using the listener as the example. They all work exactly the same. And you'll be right here at agreeing to the end user license agreement. If you've already activated it in demo mode, you can click on the file menu in the software and there'll be a menu option to activate the product, which will take you to this starting point. You have to check I agree to the terms of the license agreement and continue. You're going to go through manual activation. You're going to say, no, I have not yet been given a license activation key. And then you're going to say, I have a license. I need to create a license activation request for this computer. Click continue. Next, you're going to fill this out. Etc. Only the name field is required. You can put the rest in if you want, but if all that you have to really have is a name. And you're going to click continue. Now at this point it's going to ask you whether you want to save the file or copy this request to the clipboard. If you're remoted into the server doing this and your remote software will let you transfer the clipboard back and forth between your computer and the remote session, just do no, or you can do yes to save a file. I'm just going to put it on the clipboard. You'll get a thing. This is a pop-up. Says, hey, your request is on the clipboard. It's only good for about 4 or 5 days. So then you're going to get another report that says, hey, it's on the clipboard. Just close that, and now you're completely out of the software, and you need to get to your computer, which is running the HL7 License Manager, or if it's on the server, you can run it from there. So you start the License Manager software, and you log in. Let's see where we're at on our steps. I'm logged in. Where are we at on our steps? We've completed step 1, and we're working on step 2 right now. So in the License Manager, we have to find the license that we want to move to this new server. I'm moving a listener. Which one is it? I'm going to pick, I have these out there. I have 3 UltraPort Listener 3 ports for VM. Here are my installations. I'm going to make this window bigger. So let's say I want to move, this is the old computer that has the listener on it. I want to move this license to the new computer. So I'm going to click the Help button. I'm going to choose Move the product license to another computer. Gives me information about the old license. Now, in section 2, there is a button that says Open an activation request or Open from the clipboard. If you transferred a file, you click Open activation request. If it's on the clipboard, you just click Open from the clipboard. And here's if everything is right, you'll see a little report that looks like this. You can see where I typed in John Smith in the contact information. You just close this report. Next, in section 2 is the Your Note field. What do we want it to be in our this shows up in the license manager in the Your Note field. This identifies this installation to you. Okay. Now in section 3, I have to check I have read and agree with the terms. It will tell you, it pops up a terms. This is standard software terms. And then you must put in a reason. And you click Send. And that's it. Now you're going to be waiting for Hermitech to respond. You have completed step 1 of a 3-step process. So you wait for us to reply to your email. So we've completed step 2. We've submitted our move request to Hermitech, and now we've waited for Hermitech to complete the move request, and they're going to respond to you with an email saying that it's done. Or if we're doing it with you on the phone, we'll just tell you when we're finished. We're done with that. Now in your license manager, when you could, if you've logged out, you log back in, but if you haven't, you just click the refresh button. And we should be able to see our new license. HL7 listeners. Here's our 3 ports for VM. And there it is. Activated today. So, where are we on our steps? We want to retrieve the license activation key from the license manager software and transfer the file or clipboard back to the computer running the UltraPort product. So, just like we submitted the move request, you get into your installations for your license and you click the Help button. This time you want to retrieve the product license key from my account. You click the lightning bolt button. It says click here to retrieve the key. You'll see it in here as just a blob of encrypted text, and you can either export that to a file or copy it to the clipboard. Again, I'm just going to copy it to the clipboard. Tells me it's on the clipboard. At this point, I'm completely done with the license manager. I've retrieved the license activation key and transferred the clipboard back to the other computer. In this case, I'm using just my computer. So, then you will start the UltraPort product again. Just like you did to create the activation request. You agree to the terms of the EULA again. You're going to go through manual activation again, only this time you say, yes, I have a license activation key. You click continue, and you have two buttons here. Do you want to open a license activation key on the clipboard, or do you want to open a file? Mine is on the clipboard. I just click this button and done. License has been imported and saved. And now I am back live with 3 ports. I had been activated in demo mode, so mine is already set up. Now I can go and install the Windows services, etc., etc., etc. Now, this 3-step process, since it's through email, it can take a day or two, but you can always contact us by phone, and we will walk you through this process. Contact us at this USA phone number, and we'll do it on the phone with you. Let's look at our steps. We've activated and we're done, but not quite. There's step 6. Remember, this is a license move. So if you're moving the license, you're done with the old one. After you've successfully activated the new server, you have to go and completely remove the UltraPort product from the old server if it's practical, unless the old server's been destroyed. If you don't do this and we discover it, we will bill you immediately for the full retail price of the software, and we suspend your account until that invoice is paid. And that's our video. How to move an UltraPort license from one computer to another.